Ebun-Olu Adegboruwa, SAN, one of the members of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on Restitution for Victims of SARS-related abuses and other matters, has raised the alarm that members of the panel are being unfairly persecuted by some state government officials over the report that protesters were killed at the Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020. Adegboruwa made this known in a statement on Thursday titled "EndSARS panel members are being unfairly persecuted." The Punch had earlier reported that the Justice Doris Okuwobi led panel submitted its report to the Lagos State government, noting that at least 9 persons were confirmed dead at the Lekki toll gate plaza when soldiers stormed the toll gate to disperse EndSARS protesters on October 20, 2020. The 300-page report stated the atrocious maiming and killing of unarmed, helpless and unresisting protesters while sitting on the floor and waving their Nigerian flags and while singing the national anthem can be equated to a massacre in context. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who received the report on Monday, constituted a committee to bring forward a white paper within the next 2 weeks to be considered by the Lagos State Executive Council. Many Nigerians have been outraged by the panel's report, which is at variance with the consistent claim by the government that there was no massacre at the toll gates, a focal gathering point during last year's nationwide demonstration against extrajudicial killings and police brutality by operatives of the now defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad of the Nigeria Police Force. However, the panel members have also been commended for standing for truth and justice in the face of intimidation. In his statement, Adegboruwa said since the submission of the EndSARS panel report to the governor of Lagos State on November 15, 2021, members of the panel have become subjects of vicious attacks by those suspected to be agents of the government. All manner of allegations have been heaped upon panel members, some of who have been called unprintable names. I can confirm that no member of the panel lobbied to be appointed into the panel. As a matter of fact, in my own case, His Excellency the Governor of Lagos State appealed to me to accept my appointment, which I saw as a call to national service. The primary reason the governor gave to me then was that he wanted men and women of integrity, independence and not subject to manipulation to be on the panel. Just today, my attention has been drawn to an interview by a senior counsel to the Lagos State government to the effect that panel members collected bribe in the course of the assignment. It is unfair, ungodly, and least expected of the government and its lawyers. The Lagos State government asked for 2 weeks to enable it release a white paper on the report submitted to it by the panel, and we have been waiting, but it would seem that the Lagos State government has now unleashed mindless propaganda upon panel members while at the same time asking for restraint from the general public. I have in my custody certified true copies of all proceedings of the panel and all exhibits tendered before the panel in respect of the Lekki toll gate investigation. I urge the government to call its agents and lawyers to order so as not to provoke aggravated responses. It is unfair to speak to denigrate people's hard-earned reputation on accounts only that they accepted to render selfless service at the behest of government. If the government and its agents are not restrained from attacking others, nothing stops us from defending our integrity. I should not become a victim of unwarranted attack just because I accepted to serve the government and the outcome of that assignment did not favor the expectations of the government. Suffice it to mention that I worked with men and women of unblemished integrity and am proud to be associated with them all. I therefore appeal to His Excellency of Lagos State to call all agents of state to order and to keep to his promise to us to release a white paper within 2 weeks and to send the unedited report to the panel to the National Economic Council. They won't start to. We just the year this matter small small. They will change. They won't change them. Oh. They want to change it. You'll be surprised. Nah, they will change that. You will see now. Where African leaders will study in Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge universities in the West, they move back home. By the time they apply for a job in ministries, banks, companies, or join policies, they will go specifically or specially to study the common cause, bribery and corruption, to learn how to steal, embezzle, lie, cheat, twist, ritual kill, hire agbero, and so on and so forth. It's a pity. You don't expect the murderers to accept the report without changing the narrative. Trust Buhari government at your own peril. EFCC should have arrested all the panel members if the country is working as expected for wasting our taxpayers' money on a mere storybooks and call it report. Like, seriously? Oh my god. Well, let's see if the government have enough evidence to debunk the report. But I know people died that day. Your profile suggests you are a military personnel. So I don't even expect you to believe the report. Everybody, they fear their head now. Based on waiting dey your DP, I am not even expecting you to say any atom of truth in your comments. Ashiri, Alaye Baje, saying that they wasted the time. If pain, if e pain una say the story now turn una way, why did the so-called government rep not quit or speak when they discovered irregularities? Maybe then, therefore, make Lai Mohammed and Burutai chairman of the panel, then Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu members, so that the narrative go favor them. You can imagine. EFCC should have arrested them. That's what someone is saying. After this Buhari regime, some lawyers and ministers will be vanished, including their family. They will want to take our mind away from the main issue and change the narrative to discredit the panel members. Of course, may those agents sleep and never wake up again forever. All they know is manipulation. What a useless regime. Is just unfortunate. Let them continue in their own deceit. Let them continue. The report is full of discrepancies. The governments have the right to ask questions. When does asking question becomes accusation? Because I watched the interview on Channels Television. You really watch it. What aspects of the report are defective? And you can send me the part of the report that you read that have discrepancies. Aside these 3 or 4 remote cases, does it overrule the overall issues of police brutality and killing at Lekki Toll Gate? Is this report the exact copy that was submitted by Justice Doris on behalf of the panel? Good question there. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.